Man, what's up everybody? You already know who it is. It's White Boy Rick. We back at it again with another video. And in today's video, we're going to be speaking on a California man who murdered his wife on Christmas Eve and then on Christmas Day propped her dead body up on the couch in front of the children and blamed her for ruining Christmas. Let's jump into it. Anaheim, California. A Southern California man who killed his wife, propped up her body on a sofa, told their children she was drunk, and had them open Christmas presents in front of her body. This Christmas story does not have a happy ending, and unfortunately, this is not just a story, it is real life. Heather Brown, Senior Deputy District Attorney in Orange County, said Monday as a trial began for William Wallace of Anaheim. Zazelle Preston, 26, was taking college classes in hopes of becoming a domestic violence counselor when she was killed in 2011 by a man who already served jail time for beating her. The couple had gone to a neighbor's Christmas Eve party, and a neighbor described hearing an argument later that night. Wallace told a member of Preston's family that, "We were drinking and during the argument I tossed her around a bit." Brown said the next morning, Wallace dragged his wife's body from the bedroom to the living room couch, placed sunglasses on her, and told the children, "Mommy ruined Christmas. She got drunk and ruined Christmas." Preston was slumped over on the couch when paramedics arrived. She left a newborn son and two daughters who were then 3 and 8 years old. Wallace's attorney argued that Preston died from injuries after she drunkenly tripped and fell into a glass table, shattering it. Mr. Wallace is being accused of something that is not his fault. Heather Moorhead told jurors, "You will hear about a relationship that was full of arguing and yelling, but also a lot of love." Wallace, 39, could face up to 25 years to life in prison if convicted for first-degree murder. Alright y'all, you already know what time it is. We about to jump into this one. So, this is a horrific story. I've never seen no shit like this. This is some movie type shit. And I had to reread it a few times and really dissect it for me myself to find the metaphor and the takeaway and to find my own lesson in this, right? Because again, we're all different. We all may learn something different, but what I'm doing here is I'm trying to give y'all my takeaway from all these stories. Like I mentioned in the last video, I will always find something for at least myself to be able to grow from in each one of these stories, and if I can help y'all grow or see things from a new perspective, that's the goal, right? So there's two ones I want to go over. I'm gonna try and keep this not too long. I know some of y'all don't always like to be watching the whole video, so I'm gonna keep this one as tight-knit as I can, right? So the first one, the first important takeaway is knowing your worth, right? This dude was already arrested back in the day for beating her up. And I'm not saying she made poor decisions or anything like that. My thing is for myself in the future, to notice things like that. If I'm getting treated in a way I don't like to be treated, or if I'm treating someone in the way they don't like or they don't deserve to be treated, I need to know my worth and I need to understand their worth. If I'm treating someone poorly, I need to sit back and put my feelings aside and realize what each individual, what their worth is. And that goes for me as well. If I'm being treated in a way I don't like, by a significant other, by a job, by a family member, by anyone, by a stranger, by anyone, I have to know my worth and weigh that out. If a stranger is disrespecting me, I have to know that I don't need to tolerate that and that I deserve better, but I also need to weigh my options as to how I respond and how I react, right? You can't always react emotionally based off of what is happening around you. You always have to have that logical and that realist side, or else you're gonna find yourself in some shitty situations unnecessarily. So again, you always need to know your worth. If you're being mistreated in a relationship, you need to understand that you can find better and you can find what you truly deserve. I know it's hard, it's scary, and that person may have you convinced that you don't deserve better and that you will find no one better and that you aren't shit without them. But that is not true, and you need to step away for a second analyze your whole life and your whole situation and understand your true worth, and don't ever accept less. Now, on to number two. Number two is the importance, and for people to understand the effects that collateral damage has in two ways, really. One, that man murdered that mother. So automatically, as soon as he murdered her, there's collateral effect, meaning the children are now without a mother. So you have to break that down and think about how that's going to affect them now and in the future, right? Especially since you want to play it off to them like she's just drunk and ruined Christmas. So every decision you make is going to have some amount of collateral damage or collateral effect on other people. So you always need to make sure you are aware of that potential collateral and try to negate away from the majority of it. When you make decisions that solely affect you as much as possible. Like I said, most things to some extent will affect other people, but make sure you do it in such a way that you can eliminate that as much as possible. And for part two of that is, he didn't need to bring her out to the couch and prop her up in front of these children. He could have left her in the bedroom and said the same exact thing. And I'm not saying that what he did is okay and that there's any way to make it okay. But what I'm saying is the difference between bringing the child's dead mother in front of them and leaving her in the bedroom. If he had left her in the bedroom and said she's drunk, passed out, go ahead and open presents, the kids would have had a different mental and physical effect, right? The children seeing their mother, thinking she's drunk, then realizing she's dead while they're sitting here opening presents. That's a lifelong effect that you can't just get over, that you can't just outgrow. So going back to the original, it's when you make your decisions and then you make decisions on top of that to have actual collateral damage with no concern, that's where you need to be aware. Because again, he made his bed, he needs to lay in it. But why should they have to suffer his consequence? Why? Because he's feeling some type of way with her, he's mad at her. He needs to expose these children to things that they will never come back from. And that's what my point is if I make a decision, I'm not gonna go out of my way to make sure other people suffer my decision. It's my choice. I will own it, right or wrong, good or bad, and I will always try my best to keep people out of it so they are not affected by what I do as much as possible. Again, when you have family and friends and loved ones and people who love you, every decision you make, whether good or bad, will affect other people. But it's what you do with that initial decision and how you move forward with it. If you're going to make the problem way worse, or if you're going to realize I fucked up and I'm going to own this without getting everyone else involved and without possibly affecting people's lives forever. And especially when it comes to children, you never get children involved in shit they shouldn't be involved in. You never mistreat children. You never expose children to things that will forever change them and turn them into the person that you would never want them to be and that you know they could be better than, right? So again, I tried to keep it as short as possible. That was my whole thing. Make sure y'all always know your worth. Never accept less than you know you deserve. And when making your choices, good or bad, especially if you slip up and make bad choices, always make sure to go out of your way to keep that decision as tight as possible and not let it overflow and spill into other people's lives. Because I'm sure we all know someone who's done something and we've seen it affect someone else way more. And now they can never come back from it. But the person who made the poor decision, is acting like it's no big deal because they're over it. Right? So I just want y'all to think about that for a minute. But hey, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure you turn the notification bell on so you can see it first. If you want to support the channel, make sure you click the link in the description below. Also, I really appreciate it if y'all share it to everybody you know. We trying to get this page to grow. We almost at 100 subscribers. We working our way up slowly but surely, you feel me? So we getting there. We about to throw live streams in the mix too. Make sure y'all stay tuned. We got some good content on the way. You already know who it is. It's White Boy Rick. Till next time.